Hi, everybody. So today we have Lani and I'm Jessica. So today we will be talking about internships and also networking as well. And today we're going to introduce you to Lani.
Hi guys, my name's Lani. I'm a senior marketing major at Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles, California.
Awesome. And I'm Jessica and I'm from Maryland. And my major is hospitality management and I am at Morgan State University. So the first question we have is, how did you pick your major?
So I'm a marketing major, but I'm really interested now in going into hospitality, and that's what I'm planning to do when I graduate. But I kind of chose marketing because when I was in high school, I had exposure through marketing through different classes, and also the extracurricular activity DECA, which is like a competitive business organization that kind of trains students in business. So that kind of got me to learn more about marketing and know that I was passionate about it. And then I also started my own business making like clothing and selling it on Etsy when I was in high school, and I handled all the marketing and social media for that. So I kind of knew that like marketing was what I wanted to focus on. And then as I kind of went through college and I got the chance to kind of study abroad for a bit and visit Asia, I learned that I really love the hospitality industry as well, because I love traveling and learning about different cultures. So now I kind of want to get into the hospitality industry, but do marketing within that.
Awesome.
What about you? Like, how did you pick on hospitality?
For me, I was also in like a training facility when I was in high school.
Hmm.
And it was called Applications Research Lab. And I decided to do the hotel industry segment of it. And I really enjoyed working in the restaurant that we had. We had a mini hotel and then also
Hmm.
a kitchen area. And I said, you know what? I think I could see myself being like in a hotel. And I worked at a hotel after that, and it was just amazing. And I really wanted to just say, okay, I think I could actually manage a hotel one day because I love
Yeah.
talking to people, and networking is a big thing that I do also. And I have my own business also that entitles service. It's about helping people live a better life because I'm also doing yoga and
Hmm.
to give people advice on yoga, fitness, and living a better life.
That's so great that you were able to like find that within high school and even get experience working in a hotel like before you even went to school.
Yes, I agree. And the next question we have is, how and why did you decide to focus on the hospitality industry?
I guess I kind of like touched on that in the previous question, just like I really found like a passion for hospitality when I went abroad to Asia. So I visited Hong Kong and Shanghai and Beijing and Seoul. And just like through staying at different like hotels overseas and seeing like such great levels of service they had there, and how beautiful the hotels were, it kind of just like made me fall in love with like the hospitality industry. Um, and yeah, I like what you said about kind of like improving people's quality of lives, because I love like creating memories and planning events for like my friends and I. And I think that'd be so fun to do like on a bigger level with people who are visiting your city and you just are trying to focus on creating like long lasting and amazing memories for them.
That's right. That's very important in the hospitality industry, making people have those memories at the end of
Hmm.
the day.
What like specifically drew you to like the hospitality industry?
Yes, for me, it was more like when you see the smile on someone's face after
Hmm.
you did something like, oh, here's your order. Did you need help with that? I think that made the difference and what made me value service in general because I am a type of person that likes quality. I like things all to
Hmm.
be like done a certain way where I can sense someone respects me. So when someone is able to respect me, I can respect them. And then it's like in the service industry, you must always know that the customer is always right, right?
Right.
So you have to go full throttle and make sure that service is priority.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like customer service is something that like I've kind of had experience in because like um, I've done sales for another hospitality company when I was in high school, like just like lead generation. And then I also had an internship this past summer working with Marriott where I was doing sales for them, and I just like learned so much about the importance of customer service through that.
Awesome. Our third question is, did you have an internship in this field? And did it help you decide that it is what you wanted to do?
Yeah, so like I was kind of mentioning, this past summer I knew that I like wanted to have an internship because I was going into my senior year, so it was time to like figure out what I wanted to do. And I was always really interested in working with Marriott just because I like um, kind of like their brand values, how they're very focused on like they see themselves as a family and they really care about their customers. And they also have so many different hotel brands within their little Marriott umbrella. I thought that was really awesome. So how I got my internship was I legit just Googled like Marriott college internship, and it came up and I applied online, and then I got a phone call back like a month later, and then I had like a phone interview, and then I got the internship. So I know a lot of like schools that have hospitality programs, they have recruiters come to their school, which is really great. I wish I had that, but it was still like possible to get into the internship program just like by doing it yourself, which was good as well. So I was working in Irvine for 10 weeks this summer for full time, and I was in their corporate sales office. So basically, I learned all about the sales call process, and I got to like shadow different GMs on different properties and learn about all the different Marriott brands and their family values. And it was a really great learning experience. And I would definitely say that made me like concretely want to work within like the Marriott family. Right now, I'm really interested in working at like the Ritz-Carlton, W Hotels, and Edition.
Awesome. And did you network and stay in touch with the people you interned for?
Yeah, I still talk to my boss. He's really great. Like, I'll send him updates on what I'm doing. And I made sure to connect with people that worked in the office on LinkedIn and social media so that I can keep on tabs with what's going on in the office. Or if I ever needed like a connection, I could possibly reach out to one of them to see if they know someone in a hotel that I'm trying to work at. And I still really frequently talk to the other student that I was interning with as well.
Awesome. That's great. It's important to always stay connected. I really,
Definitely.
yes.
Have you had any experience interning or like other jobs in the hospitality industry?
Yes. So I actually was with the Hyatt last summer. Um, they offered me a scholarship and I
Oh.
was so happy. And now for this is my junior year, I will be talking to them and asking if they would like me to come back to Chicago
Hmm.
where I received the scholarship and see where they may want me to be in Chicago because they have like 4 different Hyatt locations in Chicago and more probably, but the
What
ones
did you
are very
what did you do for them in Chicago?
in Chicago, they gave us a special ceremony. It was like a fundraiser event.
Uh-huh.
Kept it discreet because they didn't want us to know that it was a scholarship for us. So it was a big surprise.
That's
And
so
I got
exciting.
$20. Yes.
Wow. Congrats.
Uh-huh. Thank you. And then they offered me a job. So I was like, wow, this is amazing, you know? So I'm looking forward to interning with them soon and this summer.
So did you like apply for that scholarship or how did you like get in
Yes.
contact with them?
I had received an email from my hospitality management director, and I saw that it was like discreet. It was like a fundraiser event. I didn't know what I
Hmm.
was entitled with it, but I said, you know what? It's an interview I can do with my computer, and I did the interview. It was like, how are you? What school you go to? And
Hmm.
interest you into the hospitality industry? So I just answered those quick questions, and that was it.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. And let's see. So how did you get your internship?
Yeah, so like I kind of said, I legit just like Googled it
Hmm.
because I just like assumed that they would have like a college program.
Hmm.
And they do have a really good college program. They hire a bunch of like interns all across the country. Um, and so it was just like a simple phone interview. And then they offered me the position. And that was really fun. It was just me and another student from University of Delaware, and we were working out of the Irvine office. And then after the internship was over, we had a chance to apply for like a management program. So it's called the Voyage program, and it's for recent grads. And it basically is like a 1 year leadership program where you're already put into a management position in a bunch of different like segments within hospitality. So I applied for that, but I unfortunately didn't get in. But instead of doing the Voyage program, I just did like a direct application to a hotel. Because with the Voyage program, they kind of like assign you to a hotel and you don't really get to choose. But since I go to LMU, it's very close to Marina Del Rey, and there's a Ritz-Carlton that's like 10 minutes away from me. So I applied online through Marriott's website to be a part-time hostess. And the interview process was pretty lengthy. It took like over a month, and I had to meet with like 4 different people. But I'm excited to say that I'm starting work actually this Wednesday.
Hmm.
So I'm super excited to like learn more about the Ritz-Carlton and like their gold standard of hospitality.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Yes. Our fifth question is, what did you get out of the internship, and was it what you expected?
I learned so much. I think it was very much like a learning type of internship, rather than like doing like a bunch of like hands-on stuff. I still got to like see people do the hands-on stuff and learn about it because we had like seminars we would have to attend every day online with other interns and new hires. But yeah, I just learned a lot about like the sales call process and the step making a sale within Marriott and how they do that and how it differs from like other brands. And I learned a lot through brand training. I had to do like modules on all 30 of the hotel brands that they have. Um, and I also just kind of learned like what it takes to be in the hospitality industry. Like you said, like the customer is always right. You
Yeah.
always have to have like a really positive attitude and a smile on your face. And you kind of have to want to serve others and put people first. Um, I thought I would be doing a lot of like cold calling because I was like, oh, it's sales. I'll probably have to do cold calling because they'll just make the interns do that. But it wasn't that at all. Like they kind of just let us do what we want. And we had like one big intern project. And it was very broad. The only requirement was it had to improve the office in some way. So my partner and I did our project on improving office culture through creating a company podcast. So it was basically a podcast about different roles in the office and different aspects of the hospitality industry, and also featured different culture segments and spotlights of people in the office, kind of bring together connectivity.
Awesome. That sounds so much like a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. What surprised you about the internship, and what did you learn from the internship?
I think it surprised me how much like respect and just like how much people cared for us. Like I didn't know that we would be able to meet with people like so high up within the sales structure. Like we would have monthly meetings with like the VP of sales, who was at like the very top of the sales structure, and everyone was like super willing to talk and share their experiences with us. And I was just surprised at how like welcoming and nice everyone was, because in the past hospitality job where I worked at, that was a sales position as well. People were very like competitive and cutthroat and were kind of just looking out for themselves. But it definitely felt like it was a very cohesive team. So I feel like in that I kind of just like learned more about Marriott's like brand values and how they really pride themselves in being one big family, and it made me want to work in an environment like that. Like I can't imagine working in an environment where people like aren't looking out for each other now. And I feel like in a hotel you very much get that like family feeling.
Wow. I agree. I really agree with that because, so much in the hotel industry is connected. Like
Right.
housekeeping needs to talk to the room service and I mean the front desk and banquet staff needs to make sure there's a right amount of people. It's a lot, but can
Yeah.
work to have that family unit established.
Yeah, I think when everyone is on like the same page and they're there for
Hmm.
like similar reasons and they really care about the people they're serving, then it all like comes together and forms something really awesome.
Awesome. What is some advice you would give to a young student considering this career? And how can they break in and what will help them land an internship or their first job?
I think like one thing that people can do like early on is networking. If your parents have anyone who works in the hospitality industry, have them like set up a meeting so you can kind of pick their brain and learn more about that. Or going to your guidance counselor and seeing if they have any resources or connections that they can connect you with. Also, definitely applying for part-time jobs or internships, even if it's at like a very entry-level position like the front desk. That's where you're going to learn so much valuable information about working in a hotel. um, I think also just using like online resources like LinkedIn to learn more about the hospitality industry. That could be another great way to network with people, as well as yeah, like applying to internships. So I know that Marriott has a really great internship program for college students, and I'm sure that Hyatt and Hilton and other hospitality chains have that as well.
Awesome. Great. What are your next steps and do you have a job lined up for when you graduate?
So, like I said, I'm starting at the Ritz-Carlton Marina Del Rey this week. So I'm going to be just working part-time because I still have a couple classes to finish up. And I'm hoping like that will go well. And once I graduate, I can work there full-time as a hostess. But my end goal is to go into the marketing and sales sector in either that hotel or the W Hollywood or the West Hollywood Edition, which is a new hotel that's opening up in April. So I just want to like learn and absorb as much as I can while working at the Ritz-Carlton. And then anytime a position opens in sales or marketing, I would love to apply for that and hopefully be able to transfer.
Awesome. That's amazing. I love your attitude. You're
Thank
very
you.
driven with how you plan things. It's not like like sometimes hotel industry work can be crazy, but when you have concrete plans, you can go through and not have to worry too much about stressing.
Yeah, I think like it that just like works for me because that's kind of my personality type where I want to have like a direct
Right.
path and know like the next steps. But I know that not everyone's like that, and some people have paths where they're not really sure they're going to end up, which is also like equally fine. So I
Hmm.
think just what's important is getting your foot in the door, and once you have the connections within the hotel, if you work hard and you have a positive attitude, then people will see that. And I think you'll just be promoted to wherever like works well and will fit your personality and people will look out for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for interviewing with me as well.